Transformers toy review. This is a very special toy review. This is having a look at a special preview of Unique Toys Sharkies. So I spoke to Unique Toys and they were very kind and they were able to send me these samples of this 3-pack of Sharkies, which of course are basically redos of the Sharkticons from the Transformers the movie. So Gnarl, which was released, the G1 Gnarl. So it's basically an updated version of this guy. Big fan of Unique Toys. I've got a few of their ones already. I've got the Warlord Transformers, which are basically the Predacons, the combiners. So I've got the 4 of those. Still waiting for the last one, which is the Centaur, the Predaking one, to kind of put them all together and finish it off. What can I say? I received these guys yesterday and I've only just got to the office this morning to pick them up and have a look at them. I've posted a few pictures on Facebook and Twitter already and they are just brilliant. I really love the fact that you get 3 of them all together. They come in this neat box at the back, so I'll just move my camera up so you can see you've got some nice artwork at the front there. You've got the 3 of them on there, ages 15 and up. It says it's a 3-pack. And what I'll do is I'll just move the Sharkticons quickly out of the way and then I can show you some of the bits on the box itself. So as you come round, you've got some artwork here, a Sharkticon on the back, and then you come around to the back and you've got a picture of all 3 of them there together. And you see that they come with kind of almost like a mace and a gun, a picture of him in shark mode, and then you get this little bio up here. So there you go. What Sharkies are most proud of are their sharp teeth that enable them to crush whatever gets in their way. They like group activities and would never let any one of them face their enemies alone. They look brutal and horrible, but there still are gentle ones among them who would like to make friends with others. Sharkies had been oppressed for a very long time. They'd finally regained their planet by winkling out the intruders. They are ready to tear anyone trying to enslave them again into pieces. So actually, the English on that isn't too bad. The company Unique Toys from China, and anyone that's got any of the other Unique Toys, the kind of bios and stuff with them, that's actually probably the best one that they've written English-wise. And then on the side there, you've got another picture of them in robot mode, says "Stay out of my territory." And with it, when you pull them out, they come in this plastic casing here. So you just pull this off and they're encased in there, all 3 of them in robot mode, and their weapons stored separately. Let's bring the box back in here so you can see that as well. There you go. It comes with a baggie with instructions. It doesn't come with, well, mine didn't anyway, it didn't come with a card, so I don't know, because these are samples, perhaps that they haven't got those ready yet, perhaps. I know with the others what they did is they had little comic books with them, so I'm not sure if they'll do that. But this is the kind of instructions. Have a look, so they're quite basic Sharky instructions, and just shows you all the different steps. So it's pretty old school. They're fairly easy to transform. This one a little bit is tricky, and there's only one side to it. Yeah, I think it doesn't. Yeah, so it just shows you robot to shark mode. It doesn't show it the other way around, but it's pretty easy to do. Transforming into shark is probably the trickiest bit. Once you've done that, transforming it the other way is pretty simple. So you've got 3 of them all together. I'll just line them up here. So help if I get them into shot. And then what I'll do is I'll just show you each one, and I'll do a size comparison as well. Let's get them up back here. So you've got 3 of them all together, and you notice the one in the middle it's got slightly different purple around here. Okay, so that's slightly brighter, so he's kind of the leader of the gang. And it looks like they've got 3 different head sculpts. So although they're the same toy, they've got different head sculpts. So this one is different because he's got different paint around here and around here. If I bring him back close and focus, you can see the head sculpt that you've got there. Angry face, and you've got these spikes along here. These bits here are really good. You can see around here some of it's a finish on him as well. And these grey bits are really nice and shiny. They've got a nice gloss to them as well. Bring you around the back. He's got this nice shark fin on here. Another couple of shark fins going here. Really impressed with the detail that's on the back of here. You see that? As you go around. And these bits here as well. You can move these bits up and down. They are a little bit sensitive. And there's is bits from shark mode. And I tend to tuck those in behind there. You can have them kind of so they're like that and they stick out a little bit more. I prefer to tuck them up actually behind here. So they come in there. So that's that guy there. I'll bring in the other 2 so you can have a look at those as well. They all do stand up pretty well. So this is the next one. So again, you've got a slightly different head sculpt on him. I'll bring the other one just to compare. Bring these 2 up close together. Yeah, he's got a slightly different head sculpt, that one. See that? Yeah. That's a slightly different, just a different expression on the face. I'll show you all the articulation on these guys. So I'll show you this one. That's the thing I've got in my hand. And if you move this bit back, it helps with the articulation on the arm. So this bit's on a ball joint and go all the way around. Obviously this bit at the back does get in the way slightly. You've got a swivel. Well, this bit's on a ball joint here, but there's a swivel at the... no, it isn't there. No, it's not a swivel at the top there. It's just on a ball joint there. So you can move that all around if you want to. And then the hands just come out here. There isn't any articulation on the fingers themselves. But it comes with a nice blue gun, which holds nicely in there. Probably could do with being, they're a little bit on the looser side. And you can see this bit could do with being a bit longer or lifting this bit up because you can't. It's quite funny how they sort of sit in there. Could do with just dropping down a little bit so they can hold the weapons a little bit better. This top bit here gets in the way somewhat, and the same thing with the arm on this side, but it's kind of like at an angle so we can hold it a little bit better. There's nice little bits of detail on this. The only bit you've got a little bit on here which kind of sticks out a little bit. You see that bit there? But I can't complain, these are samples. Really good quality on them. The paint's really good. And that seems to be the thing with these unique toys. Each one that they're making, I think, seems to be getting better quality. And definitely on this one. It's just, you can't really see it, but this plastic here seems really good quality. It's nice and shiny. It's got a bit of a sparkle to it. His legs here, it's got tiny little legs, but they do hold him up quite nicely. This bit's on a ball joint. You've got a swivel here, see just at the top here, and then the leg bends here as well, and then this bit, his foot's on a ball joint here, so you can get some decent poses out of him as well. So that's it. And obviously the articulation on all of them's exactly the same. Alright, I'll put them down and show you a quick size comparison. Oh, their head, the other thing as well. This is on kind of a ball joint here, so you can move this all around. It kind of goes up and down. You don't want to push it down too much because you can then push the head back down inside there by accident if you want to. But yeah, it smooths around. The this head on here is all right, but on the other 2, on one of them, it's quite loose. So obviously that's just potluck sort of thing, but it can kind of move from side to side. there as well. So it's slightly raised. You can move it all around. You can go 360 if you want to. Oh no, yeah, it can do 360. Yeah, yeah, because it does do all the way around, because when you transform it, you actually turn the head round. Right, I pop him down and then I can show him alongside a few other ones. And let's get that focused a little bit better. So what I'll do is I'll move these out of the way a second, move this back, and I'll just bring in a couple of figures. So let's put them alongside Cup. So let's put these two side by side. So he's about 3/4 of the way up him, which is actually pretty decently in scale, I think. I've got a couple of other figures here. I've got Hot Rod and Grimlock. I know in the pictures they showed him alongside Masterpiece Grimlock. Unfortunately, I don't have that. I wish I did. But here he is alongside Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. So I'll just bring that back there a second. So you can see that's pretty decent scale as well. You see he's a fair bit bigger than him. And here is one of the Unique Toys Predacons. Here's what, let's stand them up properly. Sorry, let's put that down so I can sort that out and put him down. So again, you can see they're all pretty much in scale, I think, which is quite a hard thing to do. But what I'm really impressed with is, yeah, these guys have got a decent robot mode. They're nice and poseable. They're easy to stand up, and I love the fact that you get 3 of them. I keep on saying it, but I think that's just absolutely brilliant. What I can do is just show you how to transform, and I think the best thing about them is their shark mode. So you just take hands off like this, their guns off, sorry, weapons off. So you've got them in the robot mode. You push the hands in like that, fold these bits out like that to make the feet. So again, do the same on the other side. Pull these bits out like that. Turn his head round, all the way around, so he's looking inside his mouth. And then you push his head down like that, so it's gone. Then I think you bring this jaw up like this, and then from what I remember, you can kind of use his arms to pull this bit out, I think. Just pull this bit out. We'll use its legs maybe. This is the bit that I get stuck on. I think you have to pull this bit out here. Come on. Ah, yeah. So the way I did it, I just got my fingers in there, and these bits here, you can see it. Got 2 little grooves there, and they plug into there. So you just have to get your fingers in underneath there. First couple of times you're not quite sure about it, and then what you do, if you've got the arms here and they swivel round and fill into that gap. On the side there. So swivel them around again like that, so they tuck in there. Bring these bits up out of the way. His head's still facing the other way. That does kind of drop down a few times. And then what you do with the legs, this is the tricky bit I found a few times. You move his legs round the other way, swivel them around, I think, and then you bend them at the knees, and then you swivel this bit around like so, like that. You move this at the same time, you pull this bit up like that. You then tuck his legs in like so, and you kind of fold the legs into this bit at the back there, so the legs are tucked in here, and then you close this bit up so then it plugs back in. So essentially what you've just done is opened up his chest and plugged his legs in. I don't think I've got his legs in properly. So make sure you've got those in properly. Plug it in. You'll feel it if it's not. And then you just plug this bit in here. Plug it back in here. It'll just click into place nicely. And then he's got the hole there for his feet here. And then you just bend his legs around here. Close his mouth up. Bring his legs round like so. Just move them around like that, so you've got the front face bits facing. Move the claws round at the side. Press them in like that. Press them in like that. And there you go. You've got him, Sharkticon. Oh, let's put his tail on. Don't forget the tail. And there he is. Looks absolutely brilliant, doesn't he? Look at all the detail around here. Brilliant. And the gold chrome eyes. That's my best bit. These bits can rotate round if you want to. His mouth can open really wide like that. So look, get your fingers in there, and closes properly as well. And there's no visible head, you just see the back of the head. So that's absolutely fine. Now this bit's open a little bit, but it's not too bad. And then his feet rotate all the way around. You move his foot in like that, and he just stands up nicely like that. And you can have him eating hot rod if you want. So he can clamp onto someone. You can have him eating someone. I know on some of the pictures they had him kind of hanging off someone, like I think Grimlock. You see, you can have him hanging off them like that. But, I just can't get over how good these figures are, really. They're perfect, you know, much. Hi there, sorry about that. My video cut out on me, so I didn't actually realise it carried on with the review, but what I've done now is I've just transformed them all into shark mode so you can see all of them, how they look like. As you can see, they're pretty much identical. As far as articulation goes on them, I can't remember if I showed you this or not. The arms on these can move all the way around. They're not on a ball joint, but they just go up and down. The legs can move up and down, they can move all around here, and then you've got a little ball joint here as well. So you've got that, and you want it so you've got these bits facing forward, so it just supports it at the front here. And the jaw can move all the way up, so it can really open quite wide like that, and then it can close shut like that. And they are quite sharp. And the best thing I think is these little gold eyes that they've got on the front here. And the detail on it's really very good. These bits here can move around as well if you want them to. And this just kind of sits in as it is there. The only problem I can see that maybe that might become a little bit loose maybe. But that's about it. I really like these shark fins on here as well. And just to transform them back, I'll show you that as well. It's pretty easy to do from what I can remember. You just pop his hands out here pop them out on the other side as well, like that. Fold these bits in, like that. Take his tail off like that. And then you want to get your fingernails in there and just pull this bit out like that. Pull this bit down to fold his legs out. Twirl this bit around. Spin his legs round like so, like that. And then you want to pull these arms out from the side, and then you kind of fold these bits down back into the shoulder position here, so they're in here like that. And then as you're bringing this bit down, you probably want to just try and pop this bit in here and then pop the head forward, because it's harder to get hold of than when you're in here. So then it's pretty much all done. You just move his head around like that. I normally tuck his arms, the shoulder bits in just behind here like that. And then you can swivel his arms out, and then you've got him in robot mode. Another quick look at. There you go. So you can see some excellent detail in this figure, really good. What I'll do is on the underneath the video, I'll post some links to where you can buy this guy. So I think you can get him from Transformers Source, also places like Kapow, and also Big Bad Toy Store are doing pre-orders of him. I think he's about, I don't know, $110, something like that. Or Kapow, I think they've got them for about 100 or 80, 90, I can't remember. But I'll post all the links so you guys can have a look. Also as well, I'll add a few photos at the end of this so you can see how he sizes up against a few other characters, and kind of poses and things you can get them into. Okay, that's it for now. This has been an exclusive looking at Unique Toys Sharkies. Gotta say, brilliant toys. If you can pick these up, I think it's an absolute bargain for the 3 of them in a pack. So you've got your ready-made Sharkticon collection. You have to pick them up. They're absolutely brilliant. Look just like they are in the G1 movie, especially in shark mode. Can't recommend them enough. And the detail and everything on them is absolutely brilliant. Really poseable. I guess the only criticism you could say, the guns could have done with a little bit more perhaps paintwork or detail and things like that. There's lots of detail on there, but they're a bit kind of plasticky, and that might be because I got a sample, I don't know. But as far as samples go, I think this is really high quality. Can't say enough about them. That's it for now. Thanks guys. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe.